Hi everybody, happy Easter and happy spring to everybody. And I'm going to show today how to dye eggs in an old-fashioned way using natural colors from onion peels. See, we use yellow onion peels like these. And actually we will use some of these later too, but here I have already boiled them, and you see they give color like that. And when we boil our eggs in this liquid, they will gain beautiful red color. So what I did here is I collected lots of peels. I start normally like 2 months ago, it depends how many onions you eat. And so I've collected a bunch of them, filled them with water and put them to boil, and boiled about 10 minutes. And then they're ready. So what do we do now? The next thing we need to make them, we can just take the white eggs, put them here, and boil them in the same way we just boil eggs, like 6-7 minutes. How much do you need for them? And they will come out beautifully red. But if we want to decorate them, we might need eggs, also some peels, some onion peels, and some pretty leaves. Important thing here is that the leaves are soft. They're not like waxed leaves, which are thick, because they won't work well. We will also try some flowers. I'm not sure if they will work though. Also, we need ladies' nylon stockings, or here I have some socks, long socks, it doesn't matter. What we need is the thin nylon, very stretchy and elastic stockings. What I do is I take the scissors and cut them in pieces like this big. This one is too thick. I will throw it away, so I will get rid of it. So I have pieces, and I will take a thread, and then I have to cut it in pieces too, like this. And if first we have to make the little bags. When we have the one with the edge already done, we're lucky, so we don't need to make anything with this. But when we have a piece which is cut in both sides, we have to put it together and roll the thread tightly, and then I make a strong knot. 1 and 2, and then I cut the long edges, because it doesn't matter actually, but when you put lots of eggs here in the pan, you just want to have more space, so you get rid of the useless things. So now I have a little sack like that, and I take my egg and I will put it in the sack. But if I want to decorate it, I take the nice leaf and put it on the egg without my hair better, and I wrap it around the egg. The important thing is that the leaf sticks nicely, that it doesn't have to be loose. Because what happens is when you put your egg with a leaf in the dye, the thing which is free will be red, and the leaf protects an egg from the dye. And this place is supposed to be, it will still dye a little bit, but it's supposed to be yellowish. So what do is we put the leaf around the egg like that. See, and now we have to close it, but once again, it has to wrap tightly. If it's loose like that, and then we will knot it, it won't work because the dye goes under the leaf. We have to protect the dye in this place. So I wrap it tightly, and I use another piece of thread again. One, two, and I cut what's. So here we have the eggs. Also, you see, I put this knot just above the egg because I will show you later when it's done. Even this little knot will be seen on the egg. So if you don't want it to be seen, you put it just on the leaf. Also, you can put 2 leaves here. It's a little bit more tricky when you don't have skills, but it's doable. So, and then I put it just in the pan. It should be fully covered with water. I will put some more water later, and it can be also buried between these. Well, so what else can we do? I will now take this bonus egg and an egg. We can use the peels themselves to make a beautiful ornaments. So I take the peel, the onion peel, and wrap it around the egg. But well, there are 2 ways. I can wrap it all over, and it will have some beautiful ornaments from the peel. But which is beautiful as well, you can try both. But if I leave some naked parts, that will make the better contrast. So I will take some smaller peels to make it more contrasting. So you see, again, I am wrapping it tightly to make sure that all our decorations are tightly attached to an egg. And once again, wrap it, tighten it. Okay, one more thing I would like to show is, you see, I took some rice here. Actually, you can use anything. It can be rice, it can be small beans, it can be even small macaroni. Star-shaped macaroni work beautifully. So I make another sack here. take my egg and pour some rice inside. The important thing when you're using rice for your decorations is to spread it all over, because if it's like that, the picture which you will get would be just splash of some unclear substance. So what you want to do is to spread your rice to separate them, and then you will have nice clear dots, like stripes or dots, whatever you use. So we can make a knot, and we can spread rice after that. So now I'm separating the rice grains. I will leave some unseparated so that I could show you the result of both. So, and again, I put them here fully covered with water. It's not enough water now because I boiled them in the smaller pan before. So now I just put it to boiling, and I normally put some salt in it because it kind of helps to avoid cracking of the egg. And also I will boil them for probably 7 minutes because they are kind of big eggs. And then when they're done and they're hot, I just take them using my spoon, put them in the cold water, and cool them like normal eggs. And I'll show you later what happens. Also, I forgot, I wanted to show you another way, and I have to admit I haven't used it before myself recently, but I saw other people doing that, and I think it's not rocket science, so I'll try. We need onion peels. Now we have to wrap them very nicely, and I will need to gather some dry dye for eggs. So I got these tablets. Sometimes they're sold in powder already. I will use I think this one is the green one. I will make the powder. Do you need help, honey? See, she wants to use the flour.
Can you help me, please?
We are wrapping it.
The best mommy ever.
We are wrapping it, and now, can you hold it like that?
Okay.
And other hand goes here, and now don't let it move. I'll take a piece of thread.
Tell me when to let it go.
Okay, now you can let it go, and now you can cut the long edges. Okay?
Okay, I don't have to.
And what I'm doing now, I'll take some powdered dye and put it inside. And I'm putting it inside my onion peel. Spread it a little bit. and I will wrap it.
Well,
So you see, it dyes the egg immediately. So what we need to do here, we need to avoid the green dye getting into the red dye and spoiling all the color. So I'm gonna just wrap it all over, and I will hope for the green dye to be inside. That's an experimental for me, so wish me good luck. Now I'm wrapping it tightly as always, making sure that the dye will remain inside. And thread again. So after the eggs boil, I'll make some more now without filming, not to bother you too much, and then I'll show you the results and what to do after boiling as well. And this is my son Christopher.
hello.
And actually that's a good thing that he came, because he will show you that you can make your own design.
Yes.
He just cut the, is it floating island?
Yeah.
From paper. Hi drone.
Goodbye, drone.
Goodbye drone. And it will make the same thing as the leaves do. So now we're going to wrap a sack around his paper.
I want to do something on my pen, but I'm not doing it.
Okay, try to. Okay, so you see, I'm tying it tightly. So now we can twist, right?
Yes.
And we have to use a thread. So, and I have scissors with me, and I have a bowl, a pot with cold eggs already. So I cool them like normally in cold water, and let's take them all off. And I already see that there's a problem. They didn't went out as bright as I expected. Here we have the naked one, and I see it's just pinkish. Well, it is dyed compared to the white one, but I know what happened. Actually, I was cheating. And I was showing the ladies making the masterclass a couple of weeks ago, and I used all of my collected onion peels, and I knew I wouldn't be able to collect them again until Easter, so I freezed the liquid, this liquid I boiled them, and that probably killed the dye, so the pigment. So it's still dyed, but it's not as bright as it could be. To show you how bright it can be, this is the picture made from that last time, so you could see how bright they can come. So what I do now is I just take the scissors, cut it off, and we can see what happens. So here Maya, the small girl, she was this thing is too thin, so it doesn't give the very decent picture, but you still can see that there's some plant pattern, there's beautiful flowers here. And unfortunately, Christopher's egg with his pattern of floating island broke. He probably didn't check it thoroughly. Well, look at that, and it broke. Oh, this one has a brighter color. Whoa! And it's got very beautiful leaf patterns, as you see. And this, let's look at that. this was wrapped all over. So we see some of them were folded, some of the leaf. The yuckiest part is to cut the rice, because it becomes sticky and yucky, slimy. But look how beautifully it went. Let's rinse it. So you see these dots? They came out perfectly. Better than I expected, actually. Let's see another one. This one was made by Christopher. See this beautiful leaf patterns here? And then the one with onion peels. Remember I told you I'm going to leave the naked parts, so we now can see the contrast, and we can see all the small parts of the onion peel. Actually, not all of them are that pale. I was disappointed, but you see the colors were right. Probably depends on where it was, where it laid. The colors were right. And the last one with the green dye. I'm excited to see it. Yes, it worked. So it has an onion pattern and it has some of green dye. And we can also put different types of dye. We can put some green and some blue on the same egg, and then it will be marbled. I'm pleased with the result, actually. They already look pretty, but the last touch would be making them shiny. So this is just some cotton rounds. We take any oil, doesn't matter which one, put some, and we rub them, eggs. And they become nice and shiny. Then we take just napkin and wipe off the rest so they're not so oily. And you can compare it. It's much shinier, and I think they're pretty. So thank you for watching. I'm happy to share the things I can. We're from Lithuania, to remind them, and in all this region of Europe, the eggs are still dyed like that. Families do that every Easter, and I'm happy you watched my video. Thank you for your like, and bye!